Hi, I'm Shelley Way. I am a principal and I love my job. However, I would like to share how we can all look after our own well-being because we're all professionals here. We've all got full-time jobs. We might be managing people. We might be just busy humans and we just don't balance our lives very well. So that's what this channel is about, how we're going to balance our lives. Now, something that I have learned is that we are supposed to have something to look forward to every week and something to look forward to every month. Now, I don't know about you, but when I ask myself that question, I usually come up with nothing. I come up with nothing, and I can't think of anything to look forward to each week, and I can't think of anything to look forward to each month. You might not have this problem, and if that's you, don't watch the rest of this. But I actually had to come up with how do I come up with this, because I would always end up with nothing, and then I have nothing to look forward to, but I am aware that my well-being is so much better during my everyday work week if I do have something to look forward to. So this is what I actually came up with. I've got 4 questions that we ask ourselves, and the first one is, what things light you up? Then, what things do you enjoy? And you make a little list, 1 per box, because you're going to be cutting them up. Then, what things make you happy? Again, writing those all down in little boxes. And then the last one is, what absorbs your attention so much so that you lose track of time? And you write all those things down. So once you have written them all down, you've got them in all your little boxes and you just cut them up. So your 4 answers are on 4 different sets of colours. And the reason why they're on 4 different sets of colours is because in a sec, what you're going to do when you're planning what you're going to be looking forward to this week, you have them all cut up and they're 4 different lots of colours. So you are going to be choosing one of each colour. I'm going to do that now and see if I can actually come up with something to look forward to this week. I've cut up my colours and I've put them in a jar. Mosaicing, yes, I like mosaicing. Discovering solutions to things, that's definitely something that I like to do. Then, being psychic, yes, that's one of the things that I like to tap into spirit. And deep connections. Okay, there are my 4. So out of my jar, I have come up with discovering solutions, deep connections, being psychic, and mosaicing. Now I have to try to mesh those ideas and come up with something that would be inspiring and enjoyable to do next weekend so that I've got that thing to look forward to. So I'm just going to have a think about how I can bring in being psychic, mosaicing, discovering solutions, and deep connections. And if I can't come up with something, or at least doing those 4 things separately, in a way that is going to be enjoyable for me and something I'm looking forward to, then I can take 2 and put them back and pick out another 2. Okay, I think I've got it. I did take the mosaicing one out and I replaced it with another one of the same colour, and that comes out as shopping. And this week we're taking my daughter to go and do a speech off for the district, and that is where there's actually shops. So I might do some shopping whilst I'm there because I've just tried to exchange into winter clothes and I don't have any. I need some more tops. So some shopping will be really good. And the other things being psychic and deep connections, and discovering solutions, I reckon to do psychic readings for them, and that will help build the deep connections with them and discovering solutions for them. So that is what I might look forward to this week, doing some psychic readings for people and maybe for myself. Now I magically have something that I'm looking forward to. I might ask my sisters if they want me to do a psychic reading for them. Now that is what I can look forward to this week. So now I've got a whole other set of questions about what I can look forward to in the month, because apparently that is supposed to help your well-being for an entire month because you're looking forward to this thing. Those questions are, what have you always wanted to do but just really haven't? In the past, what things have you looked forward to the most? And if you could be, do, or have anything, what would it be? So those are your 3 questions. Again, in 3 different colours in boxes, you answer those questions. And then you get all of those answers, you cut them all up, And I've already done that. So this is my jar for what shall I look forward to this month. Now, you only need to do this activity if you don't have a clue what you could look forward to. If you do, just do the thing or plan the thing that you're going to be looking forward to, whether it's getting together with friends, whether it's booking a resort, whether it is organising yourself a full day off where you go and do whatever the hell you want. I do know that there is something that I want to be looking forward to, but it's not going to be in the next month. I've always wanted to go on a balloon ride, so I've already bedded it down with my family, my extended family, and I've just got to book it. But that can't be in the next month. I probably need to give them more time. So that'll probably be in the next 6 months. So in the meantime, I've got to look up for something this month. So let me get 3. Have work-life balance. Who hasn't wanted that? Oh my gosh, hot air balloon ride, which is exactly what I just said. That is what I've always wanted to do. Going to a resort. Now, the actual plan for this is you don't just pick one of each colour, you pick 2 of each colour, and then you try to make a plan out of what you've picked. Tight, muscly size 12 with a flat tummy and strong core. I used to bodybuild and I used to go in competitions, and all it did was make me miserable. So that's actually a bone of contention. Book a long weekend alone and going away for a long weekend all by myself. Ooh, getting something that I've always wanted. The last time I got something was always wanted, I actually bought myself a new car, which I have never done in my life, and I love that damn thing. So BZ4X, best car ever. Well, this is what I've decided to do. I am going to book that damn hot air balloon trip that I have planned with my sisters, because I've talked about it for the last 2 months and haven't done anything about it. So I'm going to book that down the track. And I think I will also book a long weekend at a resort, whether it be for my husband or myself. But the other thing is, I've always wanted work-life balance. I am going to decide in what week of school I'm going to be leaving at 3:15 p.m. every day. And that week where we have no executive meeting, no nothing after school, so that I have that to look forward to. Okay, so now I've got some things to actually look forward to that will help my emotional energy during the week. But now the question is, what are you going to decide that you're going to look forward to this week? And what can you look forward to in the next month? So that as you're working, you have that overriding thing of like, oh, wow, I've got that to look forward to. This is coming up for me. Apparently, it is better for you to have those things to look forward to than it is to actually do them. You feel better in the lead up to, you feel more excited, you feel more fulfilled, you feel more able to cope with the day-to-day because you have those things to look forward to. And that's apparently what the data shows. So the question is, what are you going to look forward to this week? And if you can't think of anything, you now have a method to use. You just ask yourselves these questions. Sorry, something in my eye. Ask yourself these questions to come up with a plan for this week. And then what are you going to look forward to in the next month? And if nothing comes to mind, these are the questions that you ask yourself. Basically, pull them out of the hat. Now, the rule for the first one for the week is that you get to change out 2 of them. Is if they aren't flowing or if they aren't fitting, you can come up with a big plan of them all working together. But if you can't figure it out, how are you going to do each one separately to make it something to look forward to for that week? And for the other one, you can select 2 of each variety and see if you can come up with a plan out of some of them as something you can look forward to in the next month. The only question is, are you going to do Shelley's Way to Wellbeing and actually have something to look forward to this week and have something to look forward to in the next month? Let me know. I'd love to hear. I'm going to let you know whether it works for me and you let me know whether it works for you.